Chilling on the avenue, I be doing it my way. In town, take a taxi, chop a by Smokey and Bounty. And chilling on the avenue, I be doing it my way. In town, take a taxi, chop a by Smokey and Bounty.
Yeah. Chilling on the avenue, drinking Henny like Malibu. Baby, come and kick it with me. You could bring a friend or two. Run with the chaser, mixing like a callaloo. Trini loves to party anytime, it ain't nothing new. Together we aspire, together we drink. Ay, my homie got the Cuban, so we got a link. And at the bar, I had to ask him if you drinking punch, and he said, man, what do you think?
Chilling on the avenue, I be doing it my way. In town, take a taxi, chop a by Smokey and Bounty. And chilling on the avenue, I be doing it my way. In town, take a taxi, chop a by Smokey and Bounty.
Good morning and welcome back to PSA TV. This is Eye on Labor segment. You've just heard Chilling on the Avenue by our very own local artist, mechanic TID. Yes, and his PR person here with him, Mr. Philip Mattison. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
I know. I mean, before we start, I just want to ask Mechanic, I mean, your idea, the whole signature behind this song. Is it you that produced and...
It was a collaborated effort between an associate of mine by the name of Banjala. He's a Kaiso artist, and he has his own production studio and stuff like that. So he heard the beat, the instrumental, and he started singing in the studio with a mutual friend of his, Julian. And he sent me the recording, and I was like, yo, this real catchy, this nice. And he was like, well, write something fit, and I'll get my friend to sing it. So I was like, no problem. And when he heard what I wrote, he was like, nah, brother, you have to jump on this. You have to do this song. Because there was a verse, original first verse. And with the input of the previous writer, he said, you all go ahead. I understand what you all doing, where you all want to go with the song. And he said, go ahead, it wasn't a problem. It wasn't no major riff between the writers and who actually did the song.
Okay.
So,
I mean, the name of the song is Avenue,
yeah.
And you went on the avenue itself to record.
the video, yeah.
I mean, what prompted you to do that? Who was behind that?
The chorus of the song. The chorus of the song is Chilling on the Avenue, and basically the avenue is one spot in Trinidad and Tobago, whether you're local or international, you must lime on the avenue. Must. Once you touch down in Trinidad or you're here and you want some little vibe on a weekend, Avenue is the place. I
saw El Pain in your video as well.
Yeah, well, he actually did the video for us, Dirty Diamonds production on YouTube. So, you know, it was, as I say, a collaborated effort between other artists, videographers. I mean, some of the characters in the video or the other persons in the video were other artists as well, upcoming artists as well. It wasn't just, you know, random people. We had other artists in the video as well.
Philip, how did you get into the music business? Because I know I've known you from before.
Okay.
How many years you have been working with Mechanic?
Well, first I'll answer your first question first.
Yeah.
You asked how did I get into it. Well, my background has been working in the media. I worked in the media previously for at least 10 years. It's a little bit more than that. But in life, there would always be moments of transition. Back in 2016, that was one of those times. But for me, it was an opportunity to roll into something new. And I looked around, I realized that the entertainment sector was lacking certain things. I had certain skills, so I decided to use those skills. And in this case, it happened to be working in the entertainment sector. Working with Mechanic, however, is as recent as this year. We started working this year. So,
Mechanic, TID, where that mechanic name came from?
Alright, the name mechanic stemmed from, well, first of all, mechanic is my trade. I'm a tradesman. I'm a mechanic by, what you'll say, profession.
That's nice.
And, I always had older vehicles that I would take, put turbocharged engine, do everything myself. So whenever, like, friends had issues with the car, they would call the mechanic, which was me. So the name just kind of stuck with me being the mechanic. The mechanic, I just take off the and leave mechanic. And well, the TID, Till I Die, that came after because I realized that from the time I got the name and I started performing, this was something I could do for the rest of my life.
Did Philip had any say in getting that name?
No, that name is 12 years plus, and we recently started working.
Right,
so.
and you're under management as well.
Yes,
have
I
a
am.
manager.
Yeah. So there is a team. There's a management team. We believe in the concept of management by team, so that it's not just one person doing everything, or not just one person, being overwhelmed.
Right. So, mechanic, you are singing. This is hip hop, right?
Hip hop, yeah.
Why not soca?
I have a soca song. It's in the process of release. I identify as a hip hop artist first and foremost. I would always, hands down, say that. I make no apologies for it. I love hip hop music, but because yes, we are in Trinidad, people had made mention before. Why you never do a soca? So I try it. People like this song, as I say, is in process of being released. So
Right.
I hope the rest of Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the world enjoy the song as well. But I identify with hip hop.
I know.
If I may just add, the thing about it is, it's not the entertainment sector in Trinidad, in my view, is taking off. There's a lot of focus on our contribution to the world, which is soca. But that does not prohibit or it shouldn't limit anyone to be himself or herself
Right.
in terms of the genre of music that they use to express themselves. So that because in music you have things like vocal range and so on. Your voice may not suit a particular genre, but I think you should not be limited by the fact that we are from Trinidad and that you have to do soca. You should do whichever you so choose or please. However, he did work on soca as well. So even though there's a focus on hip hop, there's also a bit of soca in there.
That's nice. I know I've been asking a lot of artists in terms of their music being heard on the airwaves and stuff like that. Some of them said that it's a very biased industry. You hardly hear your music. Would you?
Yeah, we would confirm. It is a fact, whatever the reason might be. And we are not here to bad talk any media house. They have their policies. So that is to be respected. But in my humble opinion, if entertainment is an option that we are looking at in terms of earning revenue, we should not limit or even be biased towards certain types of music. Because I think the focus ought to be on building the entertainment sector.
Yeah.
But we do not have control over what people decide to do on their platform or their network. All right? What we can do, however, is to look for the alternatives. So in this vein, I would say thank you to the PSA TV for affording us the opportunity.
Of course, of course. Mechanic, have you did any collab with any other artists in Trinidad?
Yes, I have. As of recent this year, I did one with Prince Pronto. He's the author of Soca Kingdom and Release.
Okay.
We did a song together, Soca Hip Hop Fusion. Probably the first of its kind. You could also look for that as Live It Up. It's actually a soca song with hip hop in it. But as I say, the focus more or less for me now is the hip hop. And I won't stress on it enough.
I mean, both you and LP into the hip hop. Have you all considered doing something together?
Yes, we have. Just before the interview, I was just speaking with my peer, mentioning the fact that Ilpin has his production company as well. So that's something that we would definitely look into.
That is an option. Yes.
That's nice. That's nice. How does your friends relate to you singing hip hop in a Caribbean country that push a lot of soca?
Wow. The remarks that I've been given so far as a hip hop artist, despite, as you say, doing it in the Caribbean, is one of high esteem. I always have to live up to, how would you put it, certain standards, because at the end of the day, they make comparisons to me with people I look up to.
Right.
Like Kendrick Lamar. They say, well, you sound just like them fellas outside Kendrick. The Jay-Z, who else? The Migos. I get a lot of comparisons to them. And I don't use it to, flare my wings, but just a tool to keep moving and keep motivated to keep doing the music, the hip-hop music.
So these are the people you look up to in terms of music, in the music industry?
Yeah, just a few, yeah.
You do have the sort of international look though.
Thank you.
Do you? You're welcome. What have you gotten any gigs outside or locally?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But it is something that we are working on. That is where social media comes in.
Right.
And it's not as difficult anymore. Sometimes, I mean, look at how Rihanna, who we all know, she is from Barbados.
Right.
But, things happen through social media, through people coming to the Caribbean for vacation, things like that. So that international outlook is definitely something that we are working on. But one of the things we have learned from other entertainers is that you do not count your chickens before those eggs are hatched.
Right.
So we are working on a particular project right now. Who knows, we may be invited back here to review.
Of course, you could come here and release it. Yes. Of course. I mean, Mechanic, what are some of your memorable moments in the music industry?
One memorable moment for me would be the competition that I did last year. Chromatics held a competition. I know everybody knew about Chromatics, right? He held a competition until Thursday. And it was 56 contestants, And out of the 56 contestants, the top 4, including myself, the top 3, was soca artists. I was the only hip-hop artist out of 56 contestants to make it to the finals. I came second in the competition. Soca was in front. But seeing that the magnitude that it had, or the aura, I should say, that the hip-hop music had within the competition, and the ability to make it to the finals and even place second in the competition, it stood out to me. It made me look back and say, wow, hip-hop music could really do well in Trinidad. Right. A lot of artists, hip-hop artists, are very talented, and they have the potential to really create a show, with the hip-hop music. And that really stood out to me, to see the crowd respond to my music and singing the song word for word after the first chorus. Second chorus, I didn't have to sing. Everybody was singing the song.
I know you said you're a mechanic by trade.
Yeah.
All right. What inspired you to move into the music?
Just a love for being on stage. Because I started off my music career very early. As early as kindergarten to graduate, I played the pan. Then from there, in primary school, well, that time in church choir, kids choir, youth choir, drama, you name it. I was always on stage. Drama, mime, poetry, puppet. I was always on stage.
That's
and getting accustomed to being on stage, I just fell in love with the hip hop and decided, well, I'm always on stage, so I might as well continue.
Yeah. Philip, do you work with any other artists?
Oh yes, I do. At the moment, I have a combination of emerging artists as well as a few already existing.
Right.
The trick there is positioning these, particularly the emerging artists, positioning them, letting people know what they have to offer, and really spreading the word. Yeah.
Wow. In terms of releasing your music, what platform do you use? I mean, you're hardly getting airplay on radio stations. What other avenue do you turn to?
Well, that's to solve that problem now. Online streaming is the way.
Right.
Online streaming, and people think that the online streamer will just be the YouTube. No, there's the Apple Music, the Amazon, Google Play, Spotify. There are ways to get your music streaming, and the thing about it is, these programs more or less highlight your music. So even though it may not be playing in Trinidad, somebody might hear it internationally and say, hey, this song real good. Let me send it to a friend and send it to a friend, and by the time you know it, your music playing international, once you have it registered, you'll be reaping the benefits without having it played on the radio. Yeah.
That's true.
I might add to that the benefits of social media as well.
Yes.
So that exposure through Instagram or even Facebook. And the incredible thing is almost, I wouldn't say daily, that might be exaggerating it, but there are new things happening in the social media kingdom, I would put it. So that that is, for me, a viable option. I think once your music is put out there and it gets noticed, Trinis like to jump on the train after. So I think the trick is really knowing what they look for and giving it to them.
Yeah.
Mechanic, what is your thoughts about the state of the entertainment industry in Trinidad and Tobago right now?
Well, the state of the entertainment here, it could be better. It could be better. Once there is unity amongst the artists, the producers, the promoters, everybody involved in the entertainment sector, then, things should be much better than it is right now.
I want to make sure it's you in the video, so I'm going to ask you to just sing at least 2 lines from your song. Because you look completely different in person.
Seriously?
You do. May I ask, are you off the market in terms of, how do you relate to the ladies?
Oh, that's not an issue.
No?
I'm not on the market,
Right.
unfortunately.
That's very nice.
But, entertainment is entertainment.
Right.
And there is limitations in any entertainer.
Okay.
You're supposed to have boundaries, as an entertainer, as a professional entertainer.
Very
You
nice.
understand?
I hope your girlfriend or wife is listening to
She
that.
is.
Oh. Very nice. So, I just want to hear if Mechanic,
All right. The verse.
anything.
Let's go. Chilling on the avenue, drinking Henny like Malibu. Baby, come and kick it with me. You could bring a friend or two. Run with the chaser, mix it like a callaloo. Trini loves to party anytime, it ain't nothing new. Together we aspire, together we drink. Hey, my homie got the Cuban, so we got a link. And at the bar, I had to ask him if he drinking punch, and he said, man, what do you think?
Very nice. Very, very nice. I mean, I love hip hop. But
really?
I love hip hop. I'm not a fan of soca, but we have hip hop artists here in Trinidad, but you do not hear their music, but you hear international hip hop music rampant on the radio station.
All the time.
So I'm hoping I'm going to be hearing
Change is coming soon, I should say.
Well, I think change has already begun because
yes.
here we are. This is an opportunity.
Yes, yes, of course.
Trinis tend to have a flavor for things international. That's a given. For whatever reason, I can't speak to that. It seemed like there might be a push for other types of music now. I don't have a problem with that. But I think, as I said earlier, entertainment is entertainment, and there should not be any segregating of it. Whoever is doing what, because the truth is, you cannot have an oversaturation of soca. And I'm not bad-mouthing it, I'm simply being realistic. Okay? So give people an opportunity, as you all have, to be themselves.
PSA platform is always open for you guys. Philip, you have my number, your manager have my number, you can always call. So I want to know what's next for Mechanic.
At the moment, we're working on a project. You would consider it an EP. And once that is completed, just to release the music after that.
Very nice.
His focus right now is getting a lot more of himself out there. There have been a lot of collaborating in the past, but people also need to know more about him.
Yes.
So we're prepared to give people what they want.
That's really nice. I mean, I wish you all the best in your music industry. I know Philip is going to do a great job, and your manager as well. You're going to market him well. Just bring him back to release any other song.
Looking forward.
Thank you so much. So we have come to the end of this interview, but I'm going to make Mechanic close this interview off for us this morning.
No problem. All right, let's go. You going with the track?
Yeah, let's go with the track.
Got that ooh wow, curls like a beat. Yeah, I know you watch it. I know you seen it. Got to call another Browns cold ones on the freezer. We be drinking from PM to AM. Every day, no, we don't need a weekend. So rock a rocker on the rocks like I'm skiing. I don't drink beers, it always got me peeing. We need more love in the air. Support a drink in the cup and put it up in the air. For the ones that we lost through the violence, screw the government, even though they be trying us. Now it's on to the doubles, man, belly in my hand, hungry, and I don't give a damn. I said it's on to the doubles, man, belly in my hand, hungry, and I don't give a damn. Yeah. We gonna party on the streets, yeah. We bring the flames, I know you feel it.
All the best in your endeavor. Thank you so much. We have come to the end of this interview with Mechanic and his PR person, Philip Madison. Stay tuned, we have John.
Antidote.
We gonna party like some animals. Sick with the flow, now you know I'm the antidote.
See, we be bringing the heat. I know you love.